Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I promise you I want to cry. I want to cry. I want to cry. I want to cry. Every time that you think it's the worst, the game after you're doing even worse. Guys, today I was ashamed. For the very first time in my life, I was ashamed. I couldn't find my words. I couldn't find my words to describe what we were watching on the field. I couldn't describe what we were watching on the field. I couldn't describe. And I tell you immediately now, you know what is Juventus? You know what is Juventus? What is this Juventus? You want to know what is this Juventus? You want to know it? You know it? It is Alcaraz that is taking an elbow on the face in the 6th minute of the game, I believe. And nobody is going to the referee to tell him that this is the biggest scandal of the world. Nobody is going to check how the guy is doing with his head open in two with blood that is coming from everywhere. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everyone is walking. They don't even know. They don't even care. They don't even protest in the beginning of the game with something like this that is happening. Something like this is happening on the field. You should go with 11, with the bench. Look at Turkey, how much passion they have. Look at Turkey, how much passion they have. We don't have the balls. This is the truth. We don't have the balls to go to the referee with 11 men plus the bench with the supporters. The supporters should go on the field and say, look at what is happening here on the field. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. Because it's not okay. And pay attention, we are not losing because of the penalty not giving. That's absolutely in the data. We are losing because the behavior. The behavior. I'm not complaining about the penalty, not penalty. We know what it is, Serie A. Guys, let's not hide. It's the truth. We know that we are always playing like these kind of things. We are used to it. So we need to be stronger, at least showing a bit of balls of going. No, you don't go. You don't protest. You don't talk. Guys, I never saw that in my life. A bit of protest, a bit of animo, a bit of prowess, a bit of we will defend Juventus on the field. We don't. We just accept. We are passive. Like we are passive when there is the ball in our feet. We are passive. We don't care. We walk. We are not unmarking. You know what is happening at a certain moment? At a certain moment, everyone is walking. I see Gatti that is having the ball. There are a few players that are free to receive the ball. You know what they are all doing? They are showing Bremer. They are free in the middle of the field. They are showing all of them, all of them with the hand. They are showing Bremer. Like, please don't give me the ball. Please. If you don't want to play, don't play. Say it publicly in front of microphones. Say, I don't want to play. I'm scared to play. I've seen some huge players, some big players being scared of taking a 90-minute penalty or a penalty in the World Cup. I've seen players that at a certain moment they can't anymore because they are scared. Because there is nothing worse for a person on earth than when the fear is entering your head. This is the worst that can happen to a man, a woman. When the fear is there, you're tétanisé. You're frozen. You can't anymore. We are scared to receive the ball. We are scared. But I saw these episodes in huge, epic, important games. I never seen it at Cagliari Juve, where the qualification in Champions League is nearly done. Not because of Juve, thanks to the other ones. I've never seen that. Locatelli disaster. Locatelli worst. I believe it's the worst game of Locatelli. Usually we criticize Locatelli because he's not doing the offensive phase. But then you're looking at some stats when he's doing the defensive phase and you say, okay, he's not playing well. He's not doing what we are expecting. It's far from what we are expecting. But at least Il Compitino, the little task, is doing it correct. Today, it's the worst. It's the worst. He should have been put out at the 25th minute, Rabiot invisible. Alcaraz, every time that he's playing, poor guy, unlucky guy, there is a disaster. Napoli, we all remember, disaster. He went out today, boom. Not given, not checked, not defended by the team. Guys, this is a shame. I don't want to be represented by people that are not I defended them. I defended them more than they defend their own teammate on the field. But can you realize, what are we speaking about? What are we speaking about? I receive criticism here since 4 years, since I opened the channel, because I try to defend the guys even when they don't deserve to be defended. And correctly, you are defending me, and I have wide shoulders. I don't care. I don't care. You want to criticize me? Criticize me. You want to insult me? Insult me. I don't care. The day after, I wake up and I feel great, and we start again. I will not be down because of that. Because I want to defend the team I love. Because I will be the first one. If there is a battle, I will be the first in line to go and defend my beautiful, my beloved Juventus. And then I'm watching today that they are not defending. That they are not even protesting. That they are not going to the referee saying, check the VAR. Then if the referee says, no, I don't check, you tried. If the referee goes to the VAR, he says, no, there is nothing, at least we tried. We asked. I will speak good about Inter now. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. But Inter, when there is not even a foul, they go to the referee. They go, they protest. And it is annoying that it's happening every time. But at least they are doing it. And one time on two, they are even able to influence the decision. Today, in the first half, you can't save a single soul. You can't save a single soul of this Juventus. The 11 men of the field, a disaster. Second half, Cambiaso, it's the only one that I want to save. Rabiot, invisible. Locatelli, worst game ever at Juventus. Alcaraz, poor guy. Gatti. Because of him, the penalty. And he was about to do again the same mistake on the second half. Disaster. Who else? I need to know the names. Give me the names. I need to know the names. I want to know. I want today I start with the, and then I will read your comments, guy, because I saw that you are already writing and I didn't even say hello. It's really unpolite from me, but Gatti, disaster. Bremer at a certain moment, mamma mia, Bremer, he made me pissed off. There is nobody, there is no pressure. He's taking that ball, he's putting it out of the field. But guys, we are speaking about the guy that Manchester United wants to put 70 million on the table. That's what we are speaking about. The guy, there is no pressure. He's taking the ball. He's putting it without anybody around. He's putting it outside of the field. What are we speaking about? Wea. Do we want to speak about Wea? He's receiving the chance. He's receiving the chance of his life to play at Juventus. I'm not asking that he's doing what his father was doing. It's not because you have a fantastic father that you are able to have the same thing. But you should know what it is to have the pride to play in Serie A. To put that shirt on that your father has always publicly said. The father, guys, George Weah, he went in front of the microphones when he was a Milan player. He said, the team that I support is Juventus. Do you know the difference in having the balls? He said, why should I hide it? I have always supported Juve. Timothy Weah, I don't know. Danilo bad. Locatelli we already said. Alcaraz we already said. Rabiot invisible. Cambiaso second half. Federico Chiesa irritating. Hey, don't tell me that today he didn't play on the left side of the field. Don't tell me that today he was not playing in his position. We don't understand. He can't dribble a man. I don't know. Dusan Vlahovic, I see in the comment, he cared a lot. Scoring that goal, he cared a lot. Max Allegri, disaster. The team that you are putting on the field, you try. Okay, try. Okay, you understand that Kostic and Ealing Jr., another disaster, another disaster. But this is how you are entering at Juventus. Game in, game out, game in, game out. Oh, if I understand Allegri that he's not playing and Kostic and not playing Ealing, and he's obliged to play Cambias on the left side. I understand perfectly. Allegri is changing. And then he's again confusing, changing, 4 or 5 strikers. But how many times do we have a really bad approach to the games? That you have 1 week to prepare, that you know the importance, that you know that Cagliari is extremely strong in the last games of the year. They have beaten Atalanta, they have done 2-2 against Inter. You are playing in their home. We knew it, and you are not able to prepare the game. So it's coach, it's play. I repeat, and I don't care that you will attack me, that you are not happy, and whatever you want to that I defend. I don't defend. According to me, everyone is at fault. You can't be 11 on the field because there the coach has nothing to see with it and don't go and protect your player. You can't be alone as a 70 million euro worth defender and taking that ball and put it out of the field. You can't be a regista of the team that is playing now since 2 consecutive seasons and doing 60% pass accuracy and missing every single pass. You can't. You can't be Juventus and scoring with the only thing that you are able to score is a free kick that you're surprising everyone with a left foot player that is taking it from the left side, surprising everyone. I was surprised that the goalkeeper didn't know because that was the only option to go on goal. And then an own goal. Lucky own goal. Let me read a bit of your comment. I'm pissed off, guys. You can't even imagine. Jafar, thank you, my friend, for 9 months. It looks like players have stopped to play. Oh, yeah, they stopped. Of course they stopped. And we say, we are here. What do you want me to repeat? We are here every single week. I wake up at 6:30 or 7 a.m. I wake up, I read, I study, and then we arrive at the game day and we repeat the same thing. I have put here in 13 minutes, 38 more passion that the players showed on the field. What are we speaking about? It's exactly the same every single week that we are repeating. Basta, stop. We are risking big. You know that the real question, you want to know what is the real question? The real question is not how many teams can qualify to Champions League. The real question is how many teams can qualify to Europa League, because that's what where we are going with these kind of games, huh? It's not in it's in Europa League that we have to ask, is it 6th and 7th position or not? That's what we have to ask. That's the reality. The real question is, can Juventus compete? And can Juventus qualify to Europa League? That's the real question. Today, I made a graphic today. Today, in the video of this morning, I made a graphic. I will show you. I made this graphic this morning. Today, where is it? Can we please see it? Yeah, here. Today I made this graphic. What is this graphic? This is actually how much points we had on the first one here on the left side. So the one, where is it? Here. This is today, so before the game. Then next to it is if Juventus does 0 points. And I said this is worst case scenario. In the next game we do 0 points, Juventus will have 63. If all the other teams are winning, that means that we will be 9th. I'm not joking when I'm telling you how many spots are left for Europa League. I am not joking. You think that I'm joking, that I'm exaggerating. I'm not. I'm not. We need to do at least 9 points. At least 9 points if we want, if Atalanta wins all the games, to at least draw. Because if Atalanta wins all their game, including the one against Roma, and Roma lose only 1 game, that means that we will have, that they will have Roma 73, Atalanta will have 72. So we need to pray. We need to pray. We did 1 point. Guy, Lino, I see the message of Lino here. I see that you're balanced in your opinion, but Max has to go. But I tell you exactly the same since weeks, guys. Since weeks, I tell you the same. I don't know how much I need to do make it even more clear. Of course, it's not about balanced opinion. This team is not working. This team is not working. When things are not working, at a certain moment, you change. Of course. But I'm repeating you since months, since weeks. But people, they do like they don't want to understand. I told you we need to change. Now, we are missing 5 games, plus the Coppa Italia. But we are risking, We are risking huge, big. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Thank you, really appreciate it. Let me read a bit of comment. I'm pissed off. Thank you, Stefano. It was painful. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. You know what? Usually, when I'm alone on the Juve channel and things are going bad, I comment the game as a commentator. As I comment, I try to speak, to forget what I'm watching. I speak about the single play, the play on play. You know, when things are going well, you involve the chat, you speak, you ask questions, you let them participate, you made some jokes about what is happening. When things are going bad, you do a bit more play to play, so that you're speaking about what is happening on that moment. Of course, you read some comments, you comment, but you take the valid ones that are speaking about football, and not a lot of time you have a lot of valid things, because a lot of time it's insults. Today, we were with 2. We didn't know what to say. What do you want? It's not about you don't want to criticize. The only thing that were out of our mouth was it's bad. It is bad what we are watching. It's a disaster. Thank you, Stefano. Thank you, Limo. Shameful. Just when you think, but I said it already, Limo, and thank you. I said I don't expect performances of this Juventus until the end of the season. For people that are expecting suddenly performances, forget about it. Forget about it. It's too late if you were not able to do it from the beginning of the season, because every season is something different. But if you were not able to show it from the beginning of the season, why do we expect suddenly? But guys, did you watch the games of Champions League? I'm not speaking only about Real Madrid, Manchester. I'm speaking about the 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe 8 games that were played in the quarterfinals between first leg and second leg. You watched them. I watched them. A lot of you were also there on the watch along on the second channel when we were doing some of them, like Paris Saint-Germain, for example. Guys, the players are also watching these games. The players are also watching these games. They are also watching these games. Are they not thinking at a certain moment, guys? I'm a bit ashamed of what I am delivering. I need to do more. I need to step up. I can't be performing like that when a Yamal is performing like that. I can't do passes like that when Modric is doing passes like that. I am also a football player. I am also in first division. I am also in a top 5 league. I am representing Juventus. A bit of dignity, no? 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 I don't know. Personally, I can't play football of that level. I have never been able to play on football on that level. At a certain moment you say, I stop. Oh, ragazzi, I played in youth academy. I was not good enough at a certain moment. We stop. We stop. But it's easy, and we do other things. Matthew, thank you for the donation, Matthew. Bep, I'm curious why Alcaraz drawing blood in the box from an elbow to his head didn't merit a check. But I don't know. I would love to tell you. I would love to check that someone explain me here why not. I would love to that someone explains me why not. Why this is not at least checked on VAR. In the box, we are speaking about something that is happening in the box. I don't know. If someone is able to explain me, I would love to, huh? I would love to. I have absolutely no explanation. People tomorrow they will forget. But this is not the first time. This is again and 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 again. And then they cancel us a goal that we scored 1 hour before. Though this is happening. A slight slap on the face of Faraoni. The guy is there on the ground, he's watching, he's laughing, he's happy. Goal cancelled from Moiskin on Verona. They go back like I told you so many times, huh? When Moise was born. But not Moiskin, huh? Moise from the Bible. That's until where they go back to watch if they can cancel the goal. Not Moiskin on Faraoni. By the way, Moiskin, Moise, Faraoni, they go back to Egypt when they were really the Pharaoh. They go back there to watch if they can cancel something. No, but seriously. And then this is happening and nothing. But this is our fault. This is our fault because we don't wake up. Of course I'm pissed off. If you see this, you don't go to the referee and say, here, go and watch here in the camera. I would bring him here. I will take the referee. I don't know what his name. I will put him here in the camera. Here, look, the VAR. No, but do you realize? Do you see this? Do you see this? It's not normal. It is not normal that nobody reacts. Poor Alcaraz, he was on the ground. He didn't even know. His head was open in two. There was blood. I could see the brain. I've seen on the field today brain cells. That's what I saw. And nobody's reacting. It's okay. It's fine. We don't care. Play. Come on. Play. Ma che cazzo play? Fenerbahce. They were not happy with the decision of not postponing a game of cup, final of the Cup of Galatasaray. I'm not saying they were correct. I am not saying, and I repeat, I'm not saying they were correct because it was strange. But they sent the under 19 players of Fenerbahce that played in the morning. These guys played in the morning a game of under 19 Galatasaray, Fenerbahce. They take the plane, they go I don't know where to play a game in the evening because they refused to let the first team play against Galatasaray in protest against the Federazione from Turkey. They concede a goal from Icardi on the first minute. They all leave the field. I am not saying they were correct. I'm not saying you have to go until that point. But they didn't care. They didn't care about the trophy. They said, we don't care. Injustice. Then I don't know if they are right or wrong about the decision because I didn't follow. But at least they went and they had the balls to say, we don't care. We don't care. What we don't do. What we don't do. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Mario. Do you remember what happened against Sevilla with Rabiot? He was bleeding and still we did not receive a penalty. It's every time. It is every single time. In Europe and in Italy. It is every single time, Mario. That penalty on Pogba, Barcelona. I don't forget that penalty. I will never forget. On Bentancur, I will never forget. The offside of Mijatovic. 1998. I will not forget. Saras, thank you, my friend. There was more action at this than at Cagliari. What a sleepy game. The time wasting is just excessive and nobody is even caring a bit. That's another thing that I was pissed off at. Oh, you know, the waste of time. The waste of time. I was not even pissed off with Cagliari. I said it live, during the Juve live. I said I was not even pissed off. I was not even pissed off. You know for what? Because they do what they have to do. If it is a load, and if Serie is giving only 5 minutes and nobody is complaining, then they do it. Then they do it. Then they do it. I see Sir Raza is writing the actual playing time between Cagliari and Juventus was 44 minutes and 11 seconds. Well, usually we go towards the 56, 57 minutes in total for a Serie A football game. 56, 57 in total. Here, 44. Can you imagine? But the problem is not Cagliari that is wasting time. It is not Cagliari that is wasting time that is the problem. The problem is the referees, the Serie A that are giving only 5 minutes. Because they know, They know. They know. They know it's good. It's okay. It's okay. 5 minutes. It's okay. Next time we'll do it again. And the other time we'll do it again. And then we will do it again. I was watching the Leverkusen against Werder Bremen. 5-0. The guys are giving like 7 minutes extra time. Then at the end they didn't play because there was a pitch invasion. But they don't care. They give 7 minutes there. Premier League, they give 12 minutes. Excessive probably. But at least they don't lose time the next times. We don't care. We don't care. It's fine. It's a load. It's a load. Thank you, Saras. Thank you, Tony. Guys, I will try to accelerate because I know that you are waiting since too long now. Thank you, Tony. Allegri will play the same mids every game, expecting different results. Mamma mia, Tony. With all the respect, I hate it was a quote that I loved a lot. It was a quote. I promise you, I loved a lot, and I have used that quote a lot of time in my management, etc., etc. But since I have the channel, I hate this channel so much. So much. You can't even imagine how much I hate it because it makes no sense what you are saying here. It's just a quote that you repeat just because it's trendy to say. It makes no sense. It's not the same mid. It is not the same mid. We are playing with Alcaraz today. We are playing with Wea. We are playing with Cambiaso. We are playing in a different way. It is not the reality. It is not the truth. It is not the truth. It is not the truth. Are we shit? Yes. Yeah. With whoever is playing. But it's not the truth. It is not the truth. You play with Alcaraz from the first minute. It is not the same. You're playing with Cambiaso on the left. It is not the same. Against Lazio, we play with Eschilio. It's shit. The result is shit. But it's not the same. Then if you want Kroos, if you want Modric, if you want Yamal, they are not there. They are not there. They are not there. They are not there. Today, again, we didn't play a 3-5-2. It is not the truth. Tony, I see. It's maybe another. No, it's the same Tony. Tony saying Alcaraz should stick to tennis, but that's something else. This is something else. But if the management, because we are always blaming only one person, which according to me, I have always said it's not correct. It's management, it's coach, it's players. This is the reality. But if the management in the winter, they are signing you one player on a prospect because people, they went totally crazy. Thiago Giallo was for next year. But that's the player that they signed. Thiago Giallo for now in a prospect, okay? And they sign you. Alcaraz, what do you want? Who do you want to play? Then, if he doesn't play and we complain, but the guy's never playing. How is it possible that he's never playing? But it's not that sentence. That sentence makes no sense. I saw Juventus playing in 10 different ways in the last 10 different games. And the result is always the same. But every single time, we change way of playing. One time we play third central. with vertical pass, and we are shit. Then we play on the wings, and we are shit. Today we play on the right side only. We invert with Cambiaso. I don't know, it's one of your strongest player. You put him on the left, and you decide to play on the right. Today you play with Wea, he's playing advance. Today we play a 4-3-3. In the first half, we play a 4-3-3. Again, and it's not working. It is not working. It is not working. But that's why I'm saying this sentence makes no sense. Thank you, Rune. I don't know how you decided to become a member today, Rune, but thank you. You have more balls than our players showed on the field today. You became a member of GJustjuve today for the first time. That's showing more balls than the players. Continue. Out electors, we need Beppe in the dressing room. Gigi's Grinta. Guys, it's easy to speak from home, of course. It's easy to speak from home. Then we are not in the situation. We don't know. Maybe it is happening and maybe just not working. I don't know. But I was not wrong when I told you. When the Scudetto was over and we thought that it was Champions League time, it was over. Juventus was over. It was over. 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 Here. That's what I was. That's why I was distracted. I offered 5 memberships on the channel, guys. Hopefully, you can enjoy a bit. And you're happy if you were selected randomly. One went to Styler Z, one to Nuclear Potato, one to Helicopter, one to Italian, my friend. I'm happy that you received that gift, and one to Sal Pacino. We continue with Limo that said, I already read it. Thank you, Limo. I already read it. Where I said Bogdan Gradisteanu, my friend, 27 months, Forza Juve frustration level 1000. I never said, guys, that I wanted the season to finish. I never said it. Because I know how it is. From the moment that the season is over and there will be the triple whistle, will miss Juventus. I have experience enough to know that from the moment that there is a triple whistle, it's like, you know, the how can I say? You miss your addiction. You miss your addiction. You can't. You need to. You want to. But this time, it's leave me, guys. I don't have the strength anymore. I start to be old. I don't have the strength, the patience anymore. I want to. I have no, guys. I have no problems in commenting difficult moments. I have no problems in commenting difficult moments. I have no problem in commenting a season where you know that you will not win the Scudetto. Again, I'm strong enough to go through these kind of moments, and if it is like that, it is like that, and we just accept it, that we have to do it. And I'm proud to speak about Juve in difficult moments, to represent Juventus in difficult moments, because it's easy. When you win, it's easy. Everyone can do it when we win, when we are playing beautiful football, when it's victory, when it's Champions League level. Of course it's easy. If today you are a streamer for Real Madrid, for Paris Saint-Germain, for Manchester City, it's easy. It's easy. You prepare zero. You just put the camera on and you speak and you speak and you speak. Or you need to become like a lot of channels like Arsenal, Manchester United, that in difficult moments you just throw shit on everyone. Shit on you. But I tell you the truth, now it's hard. Now it's hard, because there is one thing that I want, that I'm asking for my players, is at least you go Gatti today, he missed two things where you say, is he at the level? Today, honestly, I'm asking myself, defensively, is he at the level? That's what I'm asking myself when I see these two mistakes that he's doing. Is he at the level? That's my big question as a defender. Is he a starter at Juventus? That's my huge big question today when I see the mistake that he's doing. But at least he's a guy that I know that he will fight for me, that is running, that is trying, that is doing mistakes, and everyone on earth can do mistakes. Sometimes you miss, sometimes, but at least. But I prefer when you miss on the field, technical mistake, but at least in behavior don't miss. And Gatti is someone that rarely miss in terms of behavior. And I didn't receive that from a lot of people. Chris Perotta, thank you, my friend. I'm tired of the same thing since. The problem is, I would love to tell you, guys, I would love to tell you in 6 games, 7 games, it's over. I would love to tell you in 7 games the season is over. We think about Euro 2024, and then we speak about Mercato, and next season is over. But it's not true. It is not true because we don't know. We don't know. And when I'm hearing several times the words of Cristiano Giuntoli, guys, look the words. I will put translate mode immediately. But he said, we need to put the books in order. Because it's translated like we have to get the things right, but that's not correct. Dobbiamo rimettere a posto I conti. We need to put the financials back in order. Sappiamo che c'è un percorso. We know that there is a way, a journey. We know that it's a journey, but we don't have to lose our hearts. We are Juventus. We have faith. We will do our best to do it as soon as possible. And then he's speaking about Max Allegri. But that's not even the priority. The priority is when he's speaking about the fact, and it's not the first time, we need to put our books right. It's a journey. We don't lose heart, but we will need to be patient, etc., etc. The Mercato, it depends on what qualification we will have, in what competition we will play, what about the sales that we will do. So it didn't stop at, if we qualify to Champions League, we can think about things much more beautiful way. No, it's not even that. And we qualify to Champions League, and then we will have to sell some players to be able to do Mercato. Yeah, no, he's realist, huh? Of course he's realist, and I prefer someone that is telling me the things as they are in my face, than someone that is saying, but no, it's okay, fine, or just ignoring. I prefer that. But the reality is that today, if I follow what the sporting director is telling me, I need to report what he's saying. It's not being negative, it's not being positive, it's the reality that he says, and I need to report. So people are saying, but from tomorrow we finish the season, we have a new coach and everything will be fine. No. There is a lot that we need to, and you know it's always a cascade. It's always a cascade. Start from the top, and the quality of what you will receive when you are at the bottom, well, it depends from the quality there. Allah Hamam, thank you, my friend. I'm tired and disappointed, bro. Please bring Conte, not Motta. This team needs a big shock, needs a Juventino to show them what Juve means. I am not sure today, as I was like 1 month ago, maybe even 2 months ago, that Motta will be 100% the next coach. I am not sure. And why am I not sure? Because I think that at the moment the decision has not been taken yet. But sincerely, I don't think that the decision has been taken yet. From Motta's side, from Juventus side, from all the sides. I believe that we need to wait. I believe that still Conte could potentially be a surprise. Or I said it to joke to my son yesterday. I said, pay attention to Spalletti. Or I don't know to who I said it. I said, pay attention to Spalletti, a coach that I don't like for a lot of reasons. But I said, pay attention to Spalletti. If he flops at Euro or he wins, you never know the coach, because he already won and left. He already left after winning. Maybe he wins the Euro as a miracle. He said, this team is actually really shit and I will not win the World Cup, and I leave. Eh, so I have absolutely no idea. But this team needs a shock. But I always said it, they don't listen to me. But I have always said one of the first thing that I would do personally is when you have chosen the coach before the season, you make again a night, but a real night in the Allianz Stadium with a friendly at the end, but with the big players of Juve, like a bit what we did the last time, but it was in international break. It was out of home. It was fantastic. The 100 years were really beautiful, but an Allianz Stadium that is going with the light works, with again reviving that passion, that enthusiasm. A shock, a real electroshock. Then I don't know if maybe Thiago Motta can give it, maybe Spalletti can give it, maybe I don't know who can give it, but a shock is needed. Abai, my friend, thank you, my brother. Beppe, why can't we play more than 30 minutes of decent football, committed football per game today? Look, the 30-minute decent football happened in a few games this season. Today, no. Today it was a tentative to readdress a situation with desperation. With we go, and we don't. So, but today I didn't see 30 minutes of decent. So if you're telling me why can't we play more than 30 minutes, first of all, my first question would be why can't we even play 30 minutes already today? Why couldn't we play 30 minutes of decent football? One. Secondly, I really don't understand, because you can't say that we are tired because we play once a week. We have a team that is not the biggest one in depth, but we are playing with once a week. We are playing once a week. But no, I can answer it. It's easier. It's there. It's there. The players are all telling it to you. They are saying it publicly. Everyone is telling you. It's here. The head. When the head is not working, the legs are not following. When the brains are frozen by fear, you can do whatever you want. You can be the best player in the world. C'est fini. It is over. Thank you for the donation, Abai. Thank you for the donation, Matt. Really appreciate it, my friends. Really, really, really appreciate it. Matt, that is telling us if we don't qualify to Champions League, it's going to be on management for not sacking Allegri when we had a chance to recover. Fans don't deserve year zero. If we don't qualify to Champions League, management, Allegri, players as well, players for not putting dignity, Allegri to not find the solutions, the management even more than all of them. They didn't act, because I understand that tricky situation, no real solution. Don't believe in the fairy tales that they are there at the door. Don't believe in fairy tales that you open the door and boom, up, there is a De Rossi. It happens once in. And at the moment, there is not the De Rossi of Juventus at the moment. You can tell me Montero, but no. No, there is no De Rossi of Juventus at the moment. But anyway, you need to take your responsibility. If he succeed in qualifying for Champions League, if he can succeed to win the Coppa Italia, which honestly today I don't care. I honestly don't care. I really don't care. I want first, my priority is Champions League qualification. Even fifth Champions League qualification today. Tomorrow it's Coppa Italia. That's another story. Disgusting team. Disgusting team. Tweet of Cagliari. Un punto a testa. Literally translated 1 point per head. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. This year I want Sassuolo to go in second division. Next year I want Cagliari. No, this year if I can I put Cagliari, but I don't believe they will go. And I have immense respect for Claudio Ranieri. Claudio Ranieri is a fantastic person. Claudio Ranieri is not managing the account of Twitter of Cagliari, but that's disgusting. Disgusting. Then fans don't deserve another year zero. No. The year zero already happened. It's this year. Next year is year one. And because year zero started with Giuntoli. In a lot of people's mind, it is not a year zero because Allegri was still there and he gives continuity. So it's not the year zero of Allegri, it's year 3 of Allegri. But from a management point of view, from the objectives for the inactivity on a lot of things, it has been year 0. The inactivity was justified by it's a year 0. Understanding, studying, and planning. From next year, it's a year 1. That you qualify or not in Champions League, it's a year 1. Then, that year 1, and that's the thing. It's a really good comment, by the way, Matt. Because that year 1 can look in different ways. That year 1 can be year 1 of a plan of 7 years to come back. Or it can be the year 1 of 2 years of comeback. Why am I saying 7 years or 1 year or 2 years? Because if Juventus, they don't qualify, that year 1, yeah, it will be a year 1. But a year 1 of extremely low expectations. Because you didn't qualify, because you don't have the money, because you don't recover, because you take more time to recover, you will have to wait years and years while the other ones are cashing in. So, but it will be a year 1, huh? But what year 1? That's the question. There is one thing that I was thinking about today while I was in the shower, and I was rethinking again about that year 0, about the words of Giuntoli, Scannavino, John Elkann, the videos that I made, year 0, and I have no problem with year 0, but I'm missing something. How long? Because year 0, if you tell me, if things are going well, we have a plan of 3 years. Things are going well, not extraordinary well, as planned. Year 0, and then we have 1, 2, 3 to be there again. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3 after that year 0. I know. Then things can go fantastically well, and probably you will accelerate it. But on the 3rd year, we need to be there. In Italy, winning again the Scudetto. If we can do it earlier, fantastic. Long, not long, okay, people will complain, they will cry, because for them it's not year 0, it's already started since we lost the Scudetto, and it's totally correct. But at least we know what we start and where we want to go to. Now it's, yeah, okay, it's a year 0, but what is the plan? When? If you tell me it's year 0 and we have a 2-year plan, okay. If you tell me it's year 0 but we have a plan of 10 years, that's the thing. Rocky to glory. Ciao, Rocco. No, we played for the ref. Rocco. Do you believe that the Inter needs to pay the referee for Juventus to draw or to lose against Cagliari? What's their advantage? No, guys. no, guys. There is no payment of referee from Inter or whoever. It's just a disgusting night, guys. Just a disgusting night. Thank you, Beppe. Thank you, Bogdan. Thank you, Bogdan. I didn't see it. Also, really appreciate it, my friend. Really appreciate it. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Shatterstar. Amico mio. We keep forgetting that the midfield was supposed to be. We lack quality. It's clear. That being said, they are still underachieving. It's a fantastic comment because I made a video, I believe 2-3 days ago. And at a certain moment, it was a video of 35 minutes. Because I started to speak about that topic of Pogba, not that much Fagioli, but really Pogba, and it had absolutely no link with what I was speaking about in that video, and I cancelled all these minutes, and I didn't posted it. But Pogba and Fagioli can't be taken as an excuse of what we saw today, and you're also saying it. We are still underachieving, with or without them. But a lot of time it's true that we are saying there is no creativity, there is no goal from the midfield, there is no that. Probably the two guys that have a bit of goals in their leg. Fagioli first season with Juve scored 3 in half a season, a bit more than half a season. And Pogba is the guy that comes back from an injury that should make you the difference. And boom, we start the season and bam, it's over. And we are not able to replace them except with the loan of a young kid, which I'm even thinking that is good. Azzurri Juve needed that therapy session. Thank you, Azzurri Juve. But it's true, huh? It is true, huh? With or without, it makes a difference. Now, put it aside, you look at what you have on the field. I'm not saying that we are at the level of what we saw in recent days. We are not. Objectively, we are not. You like, you don't like, we are not. Okay? But we are not at the level of what we are showing on the field. We are absolutely not at the level of what we are showing on the field. It's a shame what we are showing, huh? And it can happen to every team in the world. Look at Liverpool. They lost 1-0 against Crystal Palace. In terms of result, disaster. Then in performance, they tried. Because they were dominated, they were attacking, they were trying. Look at Manchester City. They were eliminated against Real Madrid that played fantastically well, according to me. But Manchester City said we tried and we tried everything. And they go out. Then I saw some teams in some moments where they're doing really well, that you have a game where you can't try. What you try is not working. It's a disaster. You have a really ugly game. And it happens 1 time, 2 times in a season. But here, when we were winning, we were not showing fantastic things. We were overachieving with the team that we had. Overachieving for the people that we had. We won some games because we believed in it, and that positive mindset was taking us, carrying us, and giving us more than what expected. And now we are underachieving in some games where we deserve probably a bit better. But we are doing extremely bad. And it's too long still to say, okay, we accept it. It's over. It is not over. It is not over. Ciao Turquoise. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Turquoise. Am I catching up with the comments, guys? Yeah, a bit. Brother, and Turquoise, let me know if you're still in the chat. At least I know if I need to be fast or not. Because sometimes people, they're giving a donation. They say, Beppe, and then he's leaving. I'm sorry. Maybe they're watching replay. But thank you, Turquoise. Thank you, my friend. Brother Beppe, your passion for Juve is inspiring. If you ever coach Juve, I want to be part of your staff. No, I don't believe I will coach Juve ever. I don't believe so. And luckily, because I believe after 2 games it will be Beppe out. No. I believe I'm not the only one. Huh? I think that the people that are here, we have now 352 people that are live. I don't know what time it is, but it's Friday night. A lot of people have other things to do on a Friday night, and you are here together with me. We are speaking about Juve, or I am speaking, and you are writing about Juve. This is passion. This is real passion. So I'm absolutely not the only one. But thank you. And then, sometimes you have Grinta coaches that are bad. And then you have no Grinta coaches, but they are really good. So, I don't know. But anyway, I understood the sense of the comment and really appreciate it, my friend. AJ, if you become a coach, I will make you apology form. Actually, I am already a coach, but not from Juve. Not from Juve. I'm coaching the kids. And by the way, I didn't say it yet, but contract extension for next year and even a promotion because we go from under 9, we go to the bigger team under 10. So we were playing 5 aside, and next year we go play 8 aside, which I prefer a lot. Because in the past, before I stopped because of work, I was coaching another club, and then I was doing the under 13. Under 12, under 13, because I did it for a few years. And back then, it was 11 against 11. I really loved 11 against 11. Even if it was the first years that they were playing in 11 and 11, I really loved that. But now, 5 of 5, it's not, I really enjoy it. By the way, tomorrow morning we have a game. I really like it. But 5 aside is in football, and it's not indoor, but it's 5 against 5. I'm not the biggest fan, so 8 against 8, I'm happy. And then they are happy, they are trusting, so that's great. That's really great. So under 10 next year. So you can already start for next year, AJ, with a apology form. Thank you, Turquoise. I saw that you were still here. Yes, Peping and Hala. Chuck, players don't fight for the shirt. Forza Beppe. It's crazy, huh? It's crazy to see, huh? It's crazy to realize these kind of things. I see here a comment. Thank you, Chuck, by the way. I see here a comment from, who is it? Stefano Castelli, saying Beppe showing videos of Zidane and Del Piero in the locker room. Look, this year I didn't show any video, but I remember I said this story. I told this story one time here on the channel. It's real, huh? It's a real story. We were, I believe, third or second a few years ago when I was coaching the under 13s. Third or second in the ranking, and we were playing in our home against the first one. They were really strong. The first one were really strong. And motivational speech and whatever, tactic and everything in the locker room. Then they go into the field. They don't play really well. Honestly, they didn't play really well. And we are losing 1-0 that game at halftime. Halftime, we all go into the locker room. There were not a lot of things to say, honestly. So what I did, I asked all of, I promise you it's true, huh? I asked all of them, be silent, to close the eyes, and I put the Champions League music on my phone back then. Champions League music. All the music, eh? And then said, now we go, and now we will win. The guys, they went out of that locker room. The first thing they did with their long sleeves, while putting their sleeves like up, they went into the field. We won 3-1. We won 3-1. It was just fantastic. Fantastic. They played with a grinta, with a will. Yeah, sometimes you don't have to say a lot of things. You just have to give them the emotions, the will to give for you, the will to fight for you, to give that little extra, to believe in themselves. Sometimes you don't have to say a lot of words, huh? Then at the end of the season, we finished third. guys. Because the Champions League music can work one time. You can't work every time. It's not the magic. That's, for example, like Antonio Conte. You know the story of Antonio Conte. Why I don't like Antonio Conte on long term. It's because Antonio Conte, first game of the season, we are winning 1-0 after years of disaster. We're playing a fantastic football against Parma. We are winning 1-0. He's arriving in the locker room. He's taking a bottle of water. Bam! Throwing it against the wall. Players that are obliged to do like this, they are shitting their pants. And he's doing it all season long. The bottles, the things that he's throwing and screaming. And then the players, when they are retiring, they are writing books. And they say, guys, at a certain moment of the season, you don't even care anymore about that bottle. You just do like that and the bottle goes here. You don't even hear the level of the voice. You're used to it. At a certain moment, it's not effective anymore. And that's why, Antonio Conte is asking a lot of time to change players and so on. Because you have some players, they don't even react anymore. That's a reality, yeah? That's a reality. Zaki Warfa. Thank you, Zaki. Really appreciate it, my friend. Let me read what Zaki wrote here. This Juve team with no heart, every aspect for a long time. I see every team we play against, when they know the possibility of a penalty or red card, they stay on the ground and keep complaining. And Zaki, I don't know if you were there in the beginning of the live. I don't know if you were there or not. But today, that's the first thing I started to speak about. That's the very first thing that I started to speak about. The anger I had. And when I said, you want to know what is Juventus? It's exactly that. It's that comment. It's that comment. Everyone, but not only against Juve, everyone in all Serie A. They are complaining, they are angry, they are fighting for their rights. Even if they are wrong, they fight for their rights. We stay silent. Ciao, Mark. We stay silent. We don't speak, we don't care, we accept. It's not okay. Saviero is telling me, Beppe, Locatelli is the central problem. He's not able to provide stability as the heart of the midfield. You need to have a certain level of passing. Saviero, I have criticized Locatelli a lot today. I think it was we were all disaster, but Locatelli more than a lot. He was the worst today, Locatelli. Then I've seen Locatelli doing passes, my friends, that you can't even imagine. I've seen Locatelli providing stability, a fantastic level of Locatelli that I saw also doing defensively for Juve for a long time with a really high pass accuracy, even if he's looking for the easy passes. So I don't agree with you, except today I would even agree more than that with you. Give me 1 second because I need to say something to my son. 1 second, guys. I come back. Sorry, guys. And no, because I need to wake up tomorrow morning quite early, super early. So I need to do something. Don't remember where we were. Anyway, disaster. We play Tuesday. I tell you already now, today, it's midnight and 2 minutes. I tell you immediately, if we concede fast against Lazio, we are dead. We are dead. We even throw away the qualification to the final. If we concede first, we are over. Italian football fan, Juventus will listen to offers for Liverpool and Newcastle and Roma linked Chiesa. Today I spoke about Chiesa. I don't want to lose Chiesa. I believe with another manager he will do well. My cat is full power. He has more energy than the players today. I spoke about it today. Guys, I believe in the rumors of Roma. I believe in the rumors of Roma. I believe. I believe in the rumors of Roma. I explained it in today's video. It's not the computer, it's my cat. My cat is on fire. Because he's pissed off because at night he can't go in the rooms and go up, and then you see all the family going up, and he's sad, he's alone, he's not happy. My personal opinion, guys, I'm disappointed in the season of Chiesa. That's the reality. I always said that if you are not happy at Juventus, you are not obliged to stay. But it's for every player. It's not only Chiesa, but for everyone. It's 26, guys. Huh? It's not 21. It's 26. 26 means you are at the peak at the career today. What is the excuse of today? For every single player, of course, but also for Chiesa. What is the excuse for Chiesa today? Nothing. What was the excuse of last week? Nothing. He's playing his position and he's not able to dribble a man. He's not doing the difference. Today he's playing. Today he wanted to play 90 minutes. Today he plays 90 minutes and he's not making the difference like all the other team. My personal opinion. Look, it's the same situation. Well, no, it's not exactly the same. Huh? But we can do a parallel with the Dybala story. Coming back from an injury, not at this peak. There are not a lot of offers, guys. That's the reality. Yeah? There are not a lot of offers for Federico Gatti. Big offers. There are not at the moment. He has one more year of contract, so you can potentially lose him for free. Juventus do not want to lose him for free. We need cash in. So I would not be surprised. Of course, I would think it's extremely sad. I don't believe that Chiesa will not bring more than 40 million euro. He has 1 year of contract. We see it, guys. Or we are romanticus and we are not honest, but we see the reality. The reality is that he's not at his best. And I'm sad about it. Katana, yeah, he had one assist that was offside, but he's doing that assist is really beautiful. But that's it. Like last time, he's doing one moment of magic when Vlahovic is putting that ball on the post, and then he disappears. How many times is he walking, guys? No, according to me, he's not making the difference as the Chiesa that I want. As the Chiesa that I want to see. He's not. according to me, it's absolutely not enough. Like a lot of players in our team. So I'm not here to say, Chiesa is Chiesa is not the problem of Juve. We have a lot more problems than Chiesa, but he is part of the problem. That's a reality. I agree when we are not only looking at but the excuses for a player that we like, because we are all loving Chiesa. That's the reality. And when we love players, we tend to do like this. We love the player. Then Vlahovic had a disaster 2023 with Juventus. Do we want to be honest or not? Vlahovic had a disaster moment. Then he was able to take back his confidence, his form, and this year he made a lot of differences in a lot of games. And then there's the moment again where he's dropping, when he's falling, when he loses that concentration, something that he has to grow. But you see that there is progression, that he's starting to avoid more and more these kind of things and remaining longer in the game. Juve has his writing. Beppe, you said the same about Vlahovic. Yeah, it's true. But I confirm what I was saying. Vlahovic was a disaster. But Vlahovic was able to do better. Then Vlahovic is able to do better with exactly the same coach, with exactly the same way of playing. Probably even worse way of playing that we were doing before, with more or less exactly the same touches per game that he's having. With exactly the same game that he's having. But Dusan Vlahovic, I see progresses, while I don't see them with Chiesa. That's the reality. Next year, I hope he stays at Juve. I hope he will do much better, and I even think he will do much better. But you can't rely on a player at Juve that is not happy and is throwing away 2 seasons at Juve. You just can't. You can't. Because Juve comes before everything. And you see that he's trying. Guys, how many times did he lose the ball today? How many dribbles he was able to succeed today? How many times did we see that Chiesa is taking? He was not. No, but we said it before the game that Cagliari would have been a difficult game. We saw what they did against Atalanta, what they did against... but that's not the problem. The problem is the behavior of our team. No, guys, Maverick is saying, Beppe, what do you think about Mourinho at Juve? Guys, I have immense respect for the career of Mourinho, but you can't tell me. Then I keep Allegri. Oh, seriously. First of all, because Mourinho is too much of that Inter, which if I need, I would even close an eye about that story of Inter. It will be difficult to sleep, but I don't care at the end. But Mourinho is not playing football neither. If we are saying that Allegri terror ball is Mourinho is not better, it's probably even worse, because on top of not playing football, on top of all, is putting aggressivity and toxicity on top of that. So guys, no, Mourinho, please no. You know what this team needs at that moment? You need a radical change, and you can bring it 2 things. You can bring it or with an electroshock a la Conte, but I don't know how much Conte how long that electroshock will work with the team that we have. Or you can bring it with turning the page and going to a coach that is telling you what to do. That is telling you what to do. That is telling you, do this, do this, do this, do this, do exactly this. Don't move. Play like that. Robots. We need... It's easy. As a manager, when I was a manager, the first thing that I always said, when I was in interviews, because a lot of time I was quite a good manager, and after a cycle, then people started to contact me, and when I was happy, I didn't listen. But when I felt that the cycle was over, I was listening to other offers. And when I was doing interviews, they were always asking me and things like that. And I always said, my way of managing is that I want to work on a cycle that when my cycle is over, I want my managers to be able to think by themselves. I prefer that. Why? Because tomorrow I can have a problem, I can have an accident, I can have whatever. But one day I will leave here. It can be sudden, it can be planned or whatever, but I want my managers to be able to work without me because they know what they are doing. If tomorrow I go 2 weeks, 1 month on holiday, I want them to be able, without me and without someone that is coming to replace me, to be able to continue the work that they did because they know what they are doing. People that know what they are doing and they can think, they will be much stronger than people that you always said, do this, do this. Here is the book and copy paste the book because it's written in the book. Because, for example, when they needed to change the store, for example, merchandising, let's say like that, they received like books with pictures to change. I'm just saying the windows, for example, the windows with the mannequins, etc., etc. And they were obliged, always, in a lot of companies, they're obliged to respect it at the letter. A bit like Guardiola. You're obliged to respect it at the letter, literally. It's this, then you do this. I saw a lot of people when I arrived in companies that were saying, I put it on, but I just received 3 pieces from that. If I put it on the... But they were putting it without thinking. While when I was coaching them, when I was training them, they knew that if they had only 3 pieces because they already sold them before going to the window or they didn't arrive because they were not delivered enough, well, they were putting something else on that mannequin where we had some stock that was still attractive, and then they were calling me and they were, Beppe, we have a problem because what is written in the book, I have found an alternative, but I already contacted by myself the head office to reorder if they have or not. Well, these people, women, men, with whoever I worked, they were much better. They were much better because they were thinking. But I had, 16 stores at the moment in a thing. Sometimes I had more with people that were working under me. But we had some people that couldn't. Unfortunately, because not everyone is able to think like that. Well, to these kind of people, unfortunately, you needed to check, you needed to anticipate, because you needed to know that in that store, for example, they had not enough. So you needed to call them or to visit them, and you needed to tell them, look, you will probably next week have to change the window, check that you have enough quantity, and you needed to repeat it every single time because they forget, because they don't know, because they are not able to think by themselves. It is what it is. And it is like Juventus at the moment. I believe that we have the majority, but really the huge majority of players that you need to tell them what to do because they can't think by themselves. Because a team that can think by themselves, that is mature enough, that has leadership enough, that has experience enough on the field, they take initiative, they change, they find a way, they ask for the ball, they are not scared to do mistakes, they go, they invent. It's not working on the right side, let's go to the left side. It's not working with long passes, let's try it with short passes. It's not working horizontally, let's go vertically. They invent, they adapt, they take initiatives, which this Juventus is not able to do. And Allegri is a coach that loves to let player arrive to a moment where they are able to think by themselves, and it's not succeeding because probably the team is not made for Max Allegri. Because Max Allegri didn't become a bad coach from one day to another. It's probably that this team is not meeting the request of the ideology of Max Allegri, and Max Allegri can't adapt neither to the team that he has. Like Ancelotti, that is again in the semi-final of Champions League, was able to adapt different way of playing because he had the players that were able to say, we are not too proud to be Real Madrid to defend against Manchester City. We showed in the home game that we were able to score a lot of goals. Now we show that we can defend. But Ancelotti was able to do that thanks to the material he had at disposal. When he was at Everton, when it was at Napoli, well, Spalletti was able to transform that team, to work with that team. to let them work in an idea of. Ancelotti was not, because Ancelotti is not a coach like that. If you bring Ancelotti today to Juventus, he will not be able to do something with this team. He will not. He will not. That's the reality. So we have players that you need to tell them exactly what to do at what moment, and otherwise it's not working. And now we go with paranoia discussions. I try to find some comments. Miguel, Thiago Motta at Bologna is a perfect example that the quality of players does not matter. There is no excuse that we have not enough quality. I don't agree. I don't agree with the quality of the players do not matter. I don't agree. I don't agree. It matters. It matters a lot. Money in football matters. Quality of players matters. Of course it matters. The coach matters. The company matters. At that level, everything is, every detail is needs and makes the difference. Every single detail. I don't agree with the quality of players do not matter. Then you have the fantastic year where everything is working well. Thiago Motta is a really good coach, a really valid coach that I really like, that was able with that team to fight. When he was at Genoa, Thiago Motta did 10 games, it was a disaster. Huh? Continue, but I always had hope in him. I said this guy is strong, this guy is good, doing a bit better with Spezia. He's doing fantastic well with Bologna. Already last year, they are fourth. They are not winning Serie A. They are fourth. The last two games, miss one player, two players that are making the difference, and it's 0-0 two times against team that they should have won. Why? Because now they start also to have and missing players and the stress of being close to that objective to qualify to Champions League, and it's different, but they have no pressure. He said it himself. For us, it's not obliged to go to Champions League. Other teams are obliged to go to Champions League. So quality of players matter a lot. Matter a lot. A lot. Then you have the fantastic thing that is working fantastically great. You are able, a player that have some qualities to make them even bigger. But guys, the perfect example, 1 year. If you tell me that now, for the longevity, Bologna, with no quality players, will always achieve Champions League, will win the Scudetto, will compete in Champions League, then I will tell you, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Every time they are with mediocre players and they are able to win, then yeah. But no, guys, no, I can't just accept for a miracle. I can't. The quality of players are making all the difference of the world. All the difference. But quality of players, not only you can make a dribble, you can make a control, you can make a pass. It's everything. It's from the mental, the experience, the fresh idea. It's a mix. Because now a lot of people they are speaking. A lot of people are speaking about we need to have only youth players, only babies on the field. If you are older than 18, we are starting to debate that you are. What are you speaking about? You want to see, guys? It's super easy. Yeah, it's super easy. Super easy. Now I will go to transfer market. Let's go to transfer market. Look, Real Madrid. Okay. Fixtures. Fixture by date. Okay. That's Manchester City, Real Madrid. Okay. Carvajal. Yeah. Carvajal. 32 years old. Every time we have the Rudiger. 31. Nacho. He's not a starter. Normally it's Tchouaméni. 34. Mendy. 28. I hate it every time there is the... Valverde is young. Valverde is 25. He's young, huh? He's 25. Okay? Camavinga. 21. Kroos. 34. No, but I'm just saying, huh? Bellingham is 20. Vinicius is 23. And Rodrigo is 23. There are two players. One, Camavinga, 21. The other one is 20. That's it. All the other ones are over 21. You want to see City? Ederson. Walker. Akanji. How old is Akanji? 28. Diaz. 26. Guardiola is young. I believe it's 20. 22. Over 21 already. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden is young. Is 23. 23. De Bruyne. Do we need to check the year? Grealish. Probably 25. 28. Holland is young. He's 23 as well. You have one player that is under 21. We can go to other teams as well. It's all the same. They have a core of experience, strong. But I'm too close to the camera since... Mamma mia, I was like this. They have a core of experience, big players that are going towards from the 26 until 32, 33. They play football. They have experience, and then you launch that phenomenal young, not the young like the top young player. And today we can't play with a player that is over 18. It's too old. No, it's not too old. No, Gianni is saying, so what? Probably I didn't explain myself, or you didn't understand what I was saying. I mean, the quality of players are important, are super important to play this level of games that you saw. You didn't play with only under 21s, like people are saying. When you're speaking about transfer market, and we tell you about one player that is 26, it's already at the end of the world because we are signing an old player. No, this team needs leadership that we have today. We need experience. We need a lot of balls. We need a lot more than we have today because we have a team that is probably too young for understanding what Juventus is, and they can't perform. It's a team that you need to tell what they need to do because they are totally lost. And Kroos, for example, I remember really well when there were some voices that possibly would not extend with Real Madrid, that I told you immediately I don't believe. I am sure he will continue with Real Madrid. But I told you, mamma mia, that would be a fantastic player. People were insulting me. Okay. People were insulting me here on the channel. They were saying, he's old, he's finished player, he's still good, but no, what are we doing? Need to go. Oh. Even if we are playing with 100-year-old players, if we don't have Grinta, we don't have you. No, that's also true. But it's not only Grinta. It's a package. It's not the players that is the quality of the player, the quality of the player as well. The midfield is only good at defending. You have a Miretti that is an offensive midfielder. Is not performing neither. So it's not only the qualities of the player, it's much more that is not working. But I continue to say, this team is a team that I'm attached to, but this team is missing balls. But we are repeating it since years. Remember the story, because we forget about what we said last year. It looks like an eternity. But what were the discussion of last year? Last year we were saying, this team, they can't draw or win a game if we concede first. Oh, guys, it's not difficult, huh? We come from a team that is blamed because from the moment that they concede, they totally lose themselves, and we have only Wea that is joining and Cambiaso. That's it, huh? That's it, huh? That's it, huh? So what were you expecting suddenly? Changement? No. That's what we are. We are a team that... I made a poll yesterday in Telegram. I said, let's say Rabiot and Danilo, they leave. Let's say they leave. Who would you put as captain? Who would you put as captain? Chiesa that is still recovering and thinking more about himself than the team? Vlahovic that has this moment where... And Vlahovic is growing, yeah? But the Vlahovic that has these moments where he goes out of the game. You give it to Yildiz, a package, number 10 and captain. You give it to Locatelli. You give it to who? We came to the conclusion, give it to Szczesny. But I love Szczesny, yeah? But there was one thing that I was blaming back then to Szczesny. Was the fact that I never heard his voice. I never heard his voice, which was, according to me, a pity because he's fantastic, yeah? In the locker rooms, he's a... but there are some players, they also don't want to be captain, eh? But I never heard his voice, so I never hear him on the field in the line. Imagine as a captain, if he needs to run, to go to... So that's why I'm hesitant. But there is no... Huh? But Bonucci was I always said, he's a really bad captain, Bonucci. From the moment that Bonucci was captain, it was a disaster. Because he was, I don't know what he was entering his mind. It was total disaster. From the moment he was captain, disaster. Leonardo, that missed the penalty, and Di Maria as well. But Rogani is not playing. Katana. SofaScore. Score. Locatelli 7.1. First thing I read on, like 76% pass accuracy, lost possession 16 times, 7.1 for 4 duels and 2. I never go towards the ratings of SofaScore or Forza or whatever site that is. Do you think they are rating nearly every single player of the world for every single performance? It's just based on stats, without watching the game, without understanding, without seeing, without... How can you rate a player like that? You just can't give a rating like that. Even if you watch the game, you have different way of seeing it, and you are a lot of time wrong. But imagine a stat site that is giving ratings. So I never trusted the sites on ratings. Never. Because it makes totally no sense, according to me. Locatelli was bad. Then it's true, if you're looking only at here, at numbers, you see that he has indeed a 76% ball possession, pass accuracy, but it's really low. It's way too low, 76%. It should be much higher than that. But look, 124 passes Danilo, 102 Bremer, 73 Gatti, 70 Andrea Cambiaso. What does that mean? We play tier, tiki-taka, tiki-taka, tiki-taka. No idea. No, I don't trust the stats side, the stats ratings. Then the stats, of course, they are important to understand, to watch a bit more, but you need to pair both. No, today was extremely bad. Locatelli. We said that was the worst. Jorginho is a player that but first of all, Jorginho I never loved, never. But I would love to stop with that regista role. Basta, 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 basta. Go away from it. Play with two in the midfield. And basta, basta. Stop, 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 stop. Regista out. Whoever it is, stop with that regista. Or you give me Pirlo or Ciao. Ciao. I prefer than playing a 4-2-3-1 or even a 3-4-1-2 with that one that instead of being defensively is offensively. Arif is saying, if we stop the register rule, I will donate a jersey. Pay attention, pay attention what you're saying, Arif. It's written, it's written down. No, basta. Who? Yeah. No, he's really good. Really good. But guys. My opinion in Italian and Australian job is that I know you love Italian players a lot, but the love for players is not enough when you go and deal. When you go and deal with a player. Pafundi is a good player that costs a lot already. We don't have money. We don't have money. Guys, guys, let me say publicly, this here is a box full of football goods. This is a box full of football goods. This is a box, I repeat, full of football goods. There are shoes, there are football kits from a lot of teams. And I recorded an unboxing, a special unboxing from this video with 2,000 euro football goods. Top quality material, Top quality material. 2,000 euro. Unboxing, mystery unboxing. There is one item of Juve, the rest is from football, so I will upload it on Football. I need to edit it. It will take a bit of time. I will try to make something good. I try to record, but I was interrupted sometime from my neighbor, so I need to work on it. That's a top shirt. That's a top box. And why am I saying it? Because that box has been generously offered by Nino Sport. Nino Sport has 3 stores in the USA. Sterlingsoccer.net if you want to find these stores online. And he contacted me one day and he said, Beppe, I never spoke to you. No, I mean, I never contacted you because you're doing a Juve channel and you have everything from Juve already. So I can't give you anything because you are doing Juve. But from the moment that you opened Football and you're doing great things, I love the channel and I really want to help you. I want to support you. So because you deserve with Football more audience, more whatever. And he said, let me send you something. I said, no, because I don't like when I receive like gifts like that. I said, no. I said, he insisted. He said, Beppe, you're doing qualitative work. I really want to help you. I really want to support the channel and I want to do it. Let me send you a gift. I said, okay. And then he sent me this box with a lot of fantastic, beautiful shirts. So I can't wait to show you the unboxing video. I can't reveal too much. There is just one thing that you can already see here. I don't want to spoil too much. But you can see what is new here in the wall. So it's for the people that are living in USA. There will be a code because it's only for US people because it's delivering only in US. But they will have a promo code as well on the channel. So I'm extremely happy. Extremely happy for the video, of course. So it's sterlingsoccer.net. Sterlingsoccer.net. Sterlingsoccer.net for people that are asking. But again, it's crazy. It's just crazy. I didn't know how to react, but the kindness of Nino that wanted to support the channel with fantastic, beautiful goods, the generosity, the way of I want to support, I want to do something for you. I was extremely, touched because it's not easy as a content creator alone starting. So I was, super surprised, super happy. Yeah. So again, publicly here on GJustjuve, thank you, grazie Nino, really appreciate it. And I hope you will enjoy the video, the big unboxing, with the channel that is starting to do also better and better and better and better. But we are absolutely not there yet. Need to do better. Need to do more. So, what else? Do we have a... No, thank you, Nino. Thank you, Nino. No, don't thank me. Don't thank me. It's crazy. What we build here on the channel, the community, sharing this thing are just fantastic. I don't know what to say. So follow the other channel and you will discover what's in the box. Ryan is reporting the words of Giuntoli. We are very happy with Allegri, and at the end of it, but what do you want him to say? I think it's correct to say these kind of things. I think it's totally correct to say this kind. Well, people, I don't know. They make drama about the words of Giuntoli on the 20th of April 2024. What do you want actually that he's saying? You want him to say at the microphones, hashtag Allegri out? No, it is totally correct that as long as the coach is there on his spot, you defend, which the player should have done for Alcaraz, by the way. You defend. I mean, you say he's our coach. He's our coach. He has one more year of contract. At the end of the season, we sit together, we speak about, we are happy about what he's doing. Punto. Basta. Stop. Ciao. It's the way of communicating. It's correct, I think. Then, if you want, there are also other ways of doing it, a la Bayern Munich, but that's a total different culture. It's another way of thinking. If you support Juventus, you need to take the good and you need to take the bad. If you support Serie A, you need to support the good, you need to support the bad. In Bayern, they decided to dismiss Tuchel. They spoke with him. They said at the end of the season, but we stay together. We stick together in the most difficult period. We stick together until the end of the season. And now he's trying to do his best. He's even in semi-final of Champions League. At the end, they will lose it with Harry Kane. In the final, you will see it will be PSG or Dortmund. I don't know yet, but PSG Dortmund against Bayern Munich, and Harry Kane will lose it. The final. That's the story of Harry Kane. And it's also respectable to take a decision up front. It can be fantastic, like they are doing. Fantastic, it's a big word, and because they lost for the first time the title, they were out in German Cup, but they are doing well in Champions League. That's honest, even if they risked against Arsenal, but they were doing really well. They are doing well, but it could have been a total disaster as well. Continuing, a few weeks ago they were saying if he loses today, he can be sacked. So it's a bit hypocritical, and we continue until now. Now, yes, because they are in semi-final of Champions League. But before that, we continue until at the end of the season. It was a bit more like we continue. If you are not getting up, you are out immediately, and we go with someone else. Apparently, they're speaking about Zinedine Zidane. Could be. I think that Zidane at Bayern could do well. Team is ready for Zinedine Zidane at Bayern. They have experienced players. They have future talents that are and already talents, because Musiala, can we really speak about future talent? He's already a fantastic player. So their team is ready for change, for a Zidane, another culture. It's a team that take risks. They went from a total different way of playing to a Guardiola-esque with Guardiola, then from Ancelotti, Guardiola, Tuchel. They had Nagelsmann. No, Nagelsmann. I think yeah. They had Nagelsmann. When you're supporting Juve, it's another way. It's another way. You have also the human part that is entering a lot. The respect, but especially one thing that is extremely important as well is what are the alternatives. And I know you don't like to hear it, but at the moment we have no money for Zidane, for example. We have, I don't even know if we have money for Antonio Conte, for example. So it will be, I don't know. Oh, guys, maybe Max Allegri will stay. Maybe Giuntoli is telling you, he has one more year of contract, and we are thinking that if he qualifies to Champions League, we sit at the table, and he will extend until 2028. Who knows? Can be, Can be, But it's true, he doesn't speak German, but I believe a lot of players from Bayern do speak English. So, thank you, Beppe, for the channel. I had a bad day at work. Juve season result even worse, but tonight you put a smile on my face. For the great passion you have for the club, no matter great. No, but the passion doesn't go away. Oh, guys, I told you I have been through more difficult moments. I have been through a season in second division playing against a team that I never heard about before. We are going to an extremely difficult moment. the team is the team. Oh, guys, you know, sometimes I'm watching at other teams. Well, Spezia, just random, Spezia. They have these supporters, and they support, and they know they will not win. They will never participate in Champions League. But they support. It's a family thing, or maybe some people that transform themselves in support. They don't care. They support. They are there. They watch every game. They don't go out. They take to save a relegation in third division. Sometimes they play even in third division. Then they go up. A miracle season is when they go to the first division, and they know that in first division, then they will probably lose immediately every single game and go back. That's I'm lucky, I'm lucky because we are lucky. We don't realize that we are lucky because it's true. Juventus is in an extremely bad moment. That's not what we want. But we know that moment, at a certain moment, will be over, and okay, sometimes it takes more time than we wanted to, but it goes over, and then you go back and you win. Coppa Italia, Supercoppa, Scudetto. But you know it, post game is always like that. Post game is always like that. It's emotions first, and then if we have time, we speak about the game. First emotions, and then we go towards open talks with everyone, which is really nice. Which is calming, tranquillo. Tomorrow I don't know if I have a lot of time. Because tomorrow I come back from home. Oh wait, let me send a message. Because tomorrow I wake up, I need to go super far because we play a game with the kids. Then I come back. It will probably be 1 p.m. And then I will do the video post game of this one. And then I think, if I'm not wrong, that tomorrow I will do a watch along, but I don't remember which game I plan to do. I think I will do Manchester City, Chelsea. Yeah. Manchester City. No, Roma Bologna. Who cares about Roma Bologna? No, City Chelsea tomorrow. Tomorrow we do City Chelsea. That will be a big one on football. City. I tell you already. You want to know the planning? So tomorrow, City Chelsea normally. Sunday, El Clasico. Yeah. Watch along on the other channel, of course. El Clasico. Real Madrid against Barcelona. On Monday, I don't know, guys, if I want to do that game. It's tough, huh? I don't want to see that. Bah, maybe on Monday we do Inter Milan on the other channel. Mamma mia, what a disaster. I was thinking, is there another big game? There is Dortmund Leverkusen at 5:30 on Sunday. Tuesday, we do the Coppa Italia, Lazio Juve. Wednesday we don't. Wednesday, maybe we do a Ligue 1, PSG against Lorient. Or Marseille-Nice. Oh, putain, that's a beautiful game. I think I will do Marseille-Nice. We have some games planned here for watch-alongs. Ryan is, are you studying to become the one that will save Juventus? What is it? 20 million? That's the number for Euro million. I don't know. I will write down 20, 16, 8, 3, 4, M. What does that mean? What are you writing, Ryan? Mamma mia, what a disaster. We are laughing today, guys, but in 10 years, it will be only Premier League teams. I'm tired. For the Champions League. Buonanotte, Katana. Oh, James. Ciao, James. Beppe, wasn't able to watch the game. Lucky you. So happy that we were able to come back from a 2-0 down. Was the both were valid. Yeah, without any doubt. Both of them without any doubt were correct for Cagliari. The problem is that we deserved also one, and they didn't give it to us. A big one, huh? Bot killer. Good night. All black and white. Buonanotte. Tired. Why? Juve is so entertaining and relaxing. Today I was seriously, it was tough on the Juve channel. It was tough. We know it. We need to qualify. So I'm looking at the table. We have now 64. We said that we missed 7 points. We need to do now 6 points out of 15 points available. And we are playing against who next week? Milan. So what are the next games? I'm already scared to watch them. So Lazio on Tuesday. Then Milan. Oh, home. Roma. Salernitana. Bologna. Monza. It's you don't believe me, but it's a tough one. Huh? Yeah, of course, the other ones, if they lose more, then lucky for us. Huh? Why did you stop the English lives on the Juve channel? I'm not the boss of the Juve channel. So this year we decided to go more towards Italian, because when you're looking now, we have around 1,000 people are watching the watch-alongs and so on. You have more people, and we decided to communicate on Twitch and YouTube on, sometimes you need to check, when you're doing 2-3 years, and you don't have a lot of people, then you need to check, okay, what is the core. When I was doing the lives in English, we had a lot of people asking in Italian, and you had not a lot of people that were speaking English. No, it's not. It's not Juve gave up on English-speaking fans, because Juve is communicating in English on TikTok, on Instagram. They have a Twitter in English. There is the site where you have both languages. Every single movie that is done in Creator Lab is in 2 languages. So Juventus is doing more and more and more, by the way, in English. More and more and more in English. Tournees were done in USA as well. So there is a bigger investment abroad and in the English language. Then it's true that if you need immediate impact of people watching that are speaking English, well, they don't answer that they are there immediately at the moment today. So, and I'm not speaking about Arif, I'm not speaking about Ryan or Sir Raz, or because you are all there as always, the community that we have here. But look here, honestly, I did we do 4 years of Juve here on the channel, and we don't reach over 30,000 at the moment. We do lives, we have 400, 500 in the beginning, and then people are leaving, which is totally correct. But after 4 years, you should have that boom of videos that are watched. We have moments where 2,500, 3,000 views. It's not enough, huh? And I am the number 1 channel in English. It means that at the moment, English-speaking fans, they don't leave Juve as you are living it in Italy, because it's a different culture, because it's time zone, because it's different. It's different. And I'm not speaking about the people here on the channel, because you are always there. Kaushik, Juve has Italian in Austria, Gianni, you are always there, guys. You're always there. So it's not speaking about you, it's the people that are not there. That's who we are speaking about. How is it possible that these people don't find the channel? Are they not looking for it? Because if you're actively looking for a channel, you find me, no? You find me. Time zones are difficult, but also in USA, for example, you have another culture. Football, it's in the morning, and then in the evening you are watching NFL. A lot of people are also influenced by a lot of other sports, NBA, NFL, and these that are playing, in late. So football, we watch the game and then we stop. Basta. We go to another sport. So it's a bit a different way. In Italy, guys, it's a cultural thing. You are, from the day that you are born, you hear, you live, even if you hate it, but you live football 24/7. From the morning when you are walking towards your work and you stop at the tabaccheria, you see the papers with not only one but different sport pages. You go and you take a coffee and you have the ones that are speaking loud about football and are fighting. You go to the underground in Roma, you have televisions with calciomercato. It's just to tell you, it's a 24/7. You watch the pre-games, you watch the games, you watch the post-games, you watch then the replays of it, you watch the debates on Monday, you watch the Moviola with the referee decision, you watch it. On top of that, you have watched every single morning the video with Romeo Agresti, with Colpo Gobbo, with Kinoshi, with Toselli, with Balzarini, with Zuliani. You watch, then you go on Juventus, they have every single day 3,000, 4,000 people that are watching Twitch channel on Juventus. With Monblano, with Zampini. They are always there every single day. every single day, and people, they have not enough. And Juventus, sometimes you have like 3 lives per day, and then you have the recap on YouTube. It's another way of consuming Juve where you never get enough, because there is only Juve. There is only that. The rest doesn't matter. We don't care. There is Juve. But it's the same for Roma. I'm just taking Juve as an example, but it's the same for Roma. It's Roma, 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 Roma. Same for Inter, Inter, Inter. It's always the same. It's a different culture. Arif is correct here. I get it, but that's one of the big difference why PL is, because they speak English. It's true. It's true. Because they speak English. They don't have to translate. Because it's also attractive, because it's hype, because it's trendy, because they are able to adapt also their playing time. So there are a lot of advantages. I found you when the minus 15 was there, and I did not understand why. Needed info. You see, before I was not looking for it. What podcast? I will not do a podcast. No, no, no. I see a lot of people found me after the minus 15. Ma questo non lo so, non devi chiederlo a me. Non devi chiederlo a me. In Calabria, in a lot of, but in Italy, everywhere. Italy is Juventus is the most supported, but also the most hated club. It's strange, huh? It's really strange, while when you go on YouTube and you type in Juventus in Italian, in Italy, and you start watching and you find the channels in the English people, they don't, and also, guys, let's be clear now. We are in 3 years of difficult, even 4 years. We had first the COVID. After the COVID, we won a Scudetto, with Sarri, but we were so used to it, and it was COVID. It was not the time to think about it. Then we have a Pirlo season where the channel had a boost to the announcement of Pirlo, but then the season was not great. Comeback of Allegri, 3 seasons that are not great, minus 15 here. Pogba problem, Fagioli problem, this problem, not in Champions League. So I believe that the 4 years have been extremely difficult also. Extremely difficult. And I could have chosen a way of jumping into the critic, because even before working for Juve, I could have chosen the way on we spit on it and we put dirt on it, and we do a bit like what Arsenal TV did and how they became big. But I really didn't want to do that because that's not who I am. So I chose a way to be a bit more balanced, and probably if you are too balanced, well, you don't get like a speed. I show speed, and I have a lot of huge respect for, because he found a way to do it. But speed is going in the exaggeration, and when you are going outside of the box, when you are going big, that's when you make the difference. When people there are noticed and so on. You see, so but we have difficult moments. Then, if Juventus would have won 4 Champions League, I can guarantee you that probably here today, I'm speaking about in a row, today probably the channel would have had 100, 150 people, 1,000 people, sorry. Yeah. Robbie did really well with the chat. Look, the results are not lying. Yeah. Then you have an easiness also again. Supporting a Premier League club that is super trendy. One, speaking English. You don't have, imagine if Juventus was an English club, how much people would have been there. We are not, so, but it's a choice that you make, consciously. So now we start with football, and hopefully we can be big as well with football. Yeah, I have to leave as well because tomorrow morning I told you I have the game. Grazie ragazzi, you were just fantastic as always. Forza Juve. Ciao.